Season Group H, and it's the battle between EWE Basket's Oldenburg and Hereda and Pablo Burgos. Well, it's game day 7, and the fans of EWE Basket's Oldenburg flying high after a big weekend win over Borussia Bamberg, hoping to follow that up to get a victory over the two-time defending champions of the Basketball Champions League, Hereda and Pablo Burgos. Also in Group H, this week on game day 7, Rytas Vilnius taking on Besiktas. And that game has already gotten underway. So very interesting, very fascinating situation for both of these teams, both of them not having the best of runs in their domestic competitions. Perhaps you could say that San Pablo Burgos have been a little bit better in the Basketball Champions League. But at the end of the day, Hereda San Pablo Burgos having to make a change with their coach. More on that in just a second. You can see that Hereda San Pablo Burgos up at the top with 2 wins in their 3 games so far. Besiktas also with 2 wins, and EWE Baskets and Rytas Vilnius both at 1 and 2 in 3rd and 4th place. So Zantabak following the team's defeat at Unicaja Malaga over the weekend. Unicaja, another Basketball Champions League team. Well, he parted ways with San Pablo Burgos. So even though we see him as the coach there, it is actually his former assistants that have taken the reins. So Alvaro Martinez, Dejan Kravic, Karim Quili, Alexei Nikolic, Maxim Salaj, Vitor Benite, Danny Diaz, Suleiman Brimo, Javi Rabaseda, Tyrus Miggy, Alex Renfro, and the recent signing Julian Gamble playing for Hereda San Pablo Burgos. And for a team that has won the last 2 titles in the Basketball Champions League, you'd have to say that despite the struggle and despite being just 1 win above the bottom 2 in Spain, they might have a really good chance of turning things around. EWE Baskets, Sebastian Herrera, Phil Pressey, Martin Breunig, Cam Clark, Norris Agbakoko, Michael Mahalik, the Poland international, Ty Odiasi, who was terrific over the weekend, TJ Holyfield, Ricky Paulding, all the way down. Ty Odiasi had a monster game in scoring and rebounding, had 3 block shots as they beat Borussia Bamberg. So a little bit of pressure for Hereda San Pablo Burgos, but you look at number 1 there, and also the man to the next, standing next to him, number 8, Vitor Benite, and Dan Kravic, number 1. These are guys that are big names in the Basketball Champions League, and you see also Julian Gamble, who used to play in the Basketball Champions League for Nanterre and also was with Tenerife. But Dan Kravic has won this title a few times, having won it with Virtus Bologna and a couple of times with Hereda San Pablo Burgos, and Vitor Benite, of course, winning a couple of titles as well. So they have championship winning experience in their team. And that experience is going to be crucial. Renfro as well knows what it takes to win this competition. Because right now they are in a state of flux when you consider that assistants Felix Alonso and Fran Hernandez have actually taken control of the team. So Pressey, one of the exciting players in this, Phil Pressey, one of the exciting players in this EWE Baskets Oldenburg team, along with the likes of Odiasi, who we talked about, Ricky Paulding, the evergreen, the 39-year-old, who actually had a chance to win one of their games earlier this year in the Basketball Champions League against Besiktas, but missed a 3-pointer at the buzzer. Maybe EWE Baskets Oldenburg, their record in the domestic league, you can draw some encouragement from it, because despite winning just 2 games, they have 3 of their 6 defeats have been that they've suffered by a combined 5 points. So we really think we're in for a good one tonight between these 2 teams. Remember, they met recently, and it was a game that was won in the end by this Hereda San Pablo Burgos team. So, just minutes away from the start, and EWE Basketball Oldenburg, it's great to have them back in the Basketball Champions League. We've seen them before, and as you can see in this incredible EWE arena here in Oldenburg, it is a city that loves its basketball team, and the fans bring so much energy to the competition. It's going to be a tough ask for Hereda San Pablo Burgos winning on the road. Of course, any of the players will tell you they want to play in front of a packed house, but any player will tell you, especially when they're playing at home, if they've got the home crowd behind them, they give them that little burst of energy, that sixth man. And EWE Basketball Oldenburg, perhaps following their win over Borussia Bamberg, they are about to turn it on. So huge game for them. Remember, you need to finish second or third to get to the qualifications for the round of 16. If you win the group, you go straight to the round of 16. And right now, that is the position that Hereda San Pablo Burgos are in. But at 2-1 and with the same record as a very talented Besiktas team, they know that every game is priceless as they try to get to that spot. So they did win their game, their close game against Besiktas in the opener. Now this is about as good a crew as you're going to get for refereeing. Alexander Glizic, Gatis Salins, and Michael Proch from Poland there. So the Serbian Glizic is the crew chief. And there will be moments when they will go to the video and review plays if they believe that perhaps if they want to question or look at another sportsmanlike foul that's been called, or late game situations to see if the ball has gone out of bounds or who it went off of, or if it was a three-pointer. So Vitor Benite, Danny Diaz, Xavi Rabaseda, Alex Renfro, and Julian Gamble in the starting five. So Gamble, who hails from Durham, North Carolina, played for the Miami Hurricanes in college basketball, has been around the block here in Europe, and now he is with this Hereda San Pablo Burgos team. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that is not Zan Tabak. That is Felix Alonso, who is one of the assistants that's been promoted, and along with Fran Hernandez. So right now they are calling the shots for this Hereda San Pablo Burgos team, which in previous seasons, when they won the title, were coached by Peñarroya, but now Peñarroya is now at the helm of Valencia Basket, another team in Spain. So Sebastian Herrera, Phil Pressey, Cameron Clark, Ty Odiasi, and Ricky Paulding in the starting five for EWE Baskets. And Mladen Drincic, still the coach and still looking as young and spry as ever. So much energy. What a character he is. And when you talk about continuity and you talk about the importance of believing in somebody, and he is a player, or excuse me, he is a coach that a lot of these players know very well, but also the fans and the club, and they trust that he's going to get things right this season for this club. Suleiman Bremo, the Nigerian, and Dejan Kravic of Serbia, Maxim Salash from Belarus. And you're talking about a United Nations of basketball teams, as is often the case in Europe, and I love it because it's a very cosmopolitan nature. You get a whole mix of nationalities in teams, and we really believe that it adds to the spice of the Basketball Champions League. Phil Pressey, the son of really a great NBA player, Paul Pressey, starting tonight. Wears number 11 for EWE Baskets. Well, good evening and welcome to EWE Arena here in Oldenburg. It's EWE Basket's Oldenburg taking on Hereda San Pablo Burgos. The second meeting between these two teams. San Pablo Burgos winning the first one. Odiasi goes up and gets it, having won the tip. Gets it out to the veteran. And Ricky Paulding strikes from the corner to start things off for the home team. Well, how do you get it going at 39 years of age and looking so confident? Pressy, meanwhile, comes out and attempts the three and missing. So slow to register the points on the graphics, so apologies for that. But Ricky Paulding with that early three. And now down low it goes to Gamble, and the big Gamble, who again has played in France, he's played in Italy. Well, maybe they've only given a 2 to Paulding. I thought he was from the corner, but anyway, knotted it 2 apiece. So the foul has been called. That was Paulding. I thought it was a 3. But again, he must have had his, he must have been on the line. So Odiasi, who had a double-double and those 3 swats at the weekend against Borussia Bamberg, team that made it to the Final Four in year number 3 in the Basketball Champions League. They didn't make it through qualifying this year, and Odiasi makes the second of the 2 free throws to put EWE Baskets back in front. Now Pressy likes the ball pressure. He's getting out on top of Renfro. Diaz gets it to the big fella, Gamble, and Odiasi called with the foul. So Gamble, I don't think it's really a gamble to add a guy like this to your team. He's got good size, great character, very mature. Here he goes, whips it out to Diaz for 3, and the Spain international misses. And now the foul as EWE Baskets try to box out Gamble. You know that with Gamble joining this Hereda San Pablo Burgos team, which is struggling, I mean, he knows where his value is, especially the rebounding, the offensive rebounds and putbacks, and just using his size and just keeping it simple. Here he is, catching it down low, makes the extra pass out to Vitor Benite. And a little runner from Benite, not like him to miss it that badly. Gamble was there and wasn't able to convert as the EWE Basket Oldenburg players got the hands up. Now it's Paulding Jr. in the right corner, comes out to the wing. Now driving in and missing was Sebastian Hereda. Diaz from deep. And the team starting it a little bit cold here in Germany, just like the weather outside, a little chilly, as you might expect in November. You know, the Christmas markets are second to none in Germany. Hey, how about that? The 3-pointer falls for Pressy. Got a little bit of love from the rim. And just like that, EWE Baskets go up by 6-2. Benite back to Diaz. Now, full meter behind the arc for Benite. Can't get the drop. So that's a good development for the host, because if Benite gets it going early, look out. Here's the long shot. It's good from Cam Clark. Well, mid-range jump shot for number 15, and EWE Baskets up 8-2. And really have to think that this EWE Baskets team has to be feeling good after their weekend performance. Meanwhile, finally, Danny Diaz gets it to drop and cuts that deficit in half for Hereda San Pablo Burgos. Paulding backing up, puts it up, and he is fouled by Javi Rabaseda, another of the Spain internationals in this Hereda San Pablo Burgos team. Rabaseda played for Spain when they won the World Cup, in fact, the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2019. That is the shot from the corner that just went in for Diaz, and this was Cam Clark's contribution. And now Paulding, who takes his time, makes the first. You know, Paulding will tell you that it's all about looking after yourself. He's not going to have as much bounce as he had 10 years ago, but what he's lost, maybe a little bit of leaping ability or quickness, he's gained an acumen, you know, an experience. He's a smarter player, and he knows how to use his body. Now quickly, Renfro challenges all the way. Great hustle there by Benite. He gets the offensive rebound, and he's fouled by Martin Broidink. Good idea by Renfro to get out on the break. This Burgos team wants to run. Renfro was appealing for a foul when he had the basketball, but nevertheless they get the basketball to Vitor Benite, and the Brazil international makes the first. One of the great shooters really in the history of the Basketball Champions League is this man right here. Vitor Benite had a season with UCAM Murcia and made it to the Final Four in Athens. And he's won a couple of titles with Hereda and Pablo Burgos. Now Cam Clark has it again. Goes to work, turnaround jumper on the baseline, and he's fouled by Diaz.
On the set. Okay, you are doing a good job forcing him to drive. Okay, but listen, as soon as they are going to shoot, just straight. De acuerdo, Xavi, cuando ya vaya a tirar, no te metas debajo. Hey, listen, we have to match up higher. And when they are playing the pick and roll here on the side, they are punishing always with the roll. Julian is helping here. We need the last here. Helping to Julian. The guy is in the corner, we have to help here.
Es el lado, en el lado sin offside, por ejemplo, puede ser solo una finta y vuelve con el tirador y que se tira.
Vale. Hey, and in offense, we are doing a good shot. Listen, right now we play LF5. LF5. Okay, let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Ricky, go. Hey, ajde, move the ball. Das ist tough shot, jebem mu, ja mate. How long I must say we must wait. We move this ball, we have an open shot.
Let's go, you go, Benny, go.
Hey, jebo. After this, you know, he scored us. We bring this back in the game. Huh? I'm a fight, hey. Help, we have them help from Bennett. And then one-on-one, help them from the corner left. To Nikolic, and you go back with it. On the ball. Let's go. Ajmo, hey. Ajmo, give me one down, okay? Ricky take this possession, play one-on-one, okay? Let's go.
Okay, sorry, I think we had a little bit of technical difficulties, folks. EWE Baskets leading 29-24 over Burgos. And Renfro going to inbound the basketball. Gets it up the court to Benitez. So right now, this quarter being owned by the team from Spain. It's their big moment. You feel it. Salas drives baseline and throws it down with two hands. And suddenly, Burgos looking like the Burgos of old, cutting it back to a three-point game. Salas is the Belarus international, his first 2 points. Cam Clark, meanwhile, answers for EWE Baskets. Renfro again. Time for EWE Baskets to dig in defensively. Alley-oop pass, Rabaseda missed it badly. I mean, he could have come down with the basketball, but he probably felt like he could score with the alley-oop. This is Pressey, just brings that speed to the team, and Cam Clark has been automatic. This was Salas who pulled Cam Clark out to the perimeter and then went past him. So Felix Alonso and Ferran Hernandez. Alonso working as the head coach tonight following the parting of the ways with Zan Tabak. Things just weren't clicking as this Burgos team wanted with Tabak, and they decided to move on. Now Cam Clark turns it over, and another chance for Burgos. Now Suleiman Bremo has checked into the game, and he was guarding Clark, who turned it over. Renfro keeps his dribble over the Bremo. Back to Renfro, bounce pass, and driving in, and Kravic missing. And he's got to do better on that shot. Quickly to the other end, Pressey, and his pass intercepted by Rabaseda, and then Cam Clark reaches in and fouls. Not necessarily trying to stop the fast break, but going for the steal, but he fouled Renfro. So second foul on Clark. It's Agbakoko, Clark, Hereda, Paulding, and Pressey on the court right now for EWE Baskets. And again, another steal. They were looking for it, and the bounce pass, the ball goes out of bounds. So 3:22 remaining, and as you see Tyrus McGee, you wonder with EWE Baskets, you know, they've been on top, but they haven't been able to step on the accelerator and pull away. Here's Burgos, a wonderful passing, and the finish by Kravic. Just like that, it's a 3-point game, and now the specter of Hereda San Pablo Burgos looking and finding some rhythm. They are indeed in Mladen Drincic, again calling a timeout to try to prevent them from getting that good vibe.
Hey guys, first, you know,
Let's go down to the EWE bench.
we lose intensity, we lose expression. You know, we lose collective, the team both. You know, offensively, we lose this control this game. We nothing execute. Fast, okay, but you know, stay in the structure. Take this good pick and roll, guys. Hey, nothing. next option. Watch after pick and roll, seal. You know, we are too much focused on the killing pass. Yeah? We are too much with every pass, with every dribbling, we must building advantage.
Yeah, let's get the run now. 20 minutes, guys, let's go.
I know, give me UCLA, Samba going pick and roll. Hey, long handoff.
Well, you can hear Coach Drinches talking about the collective. We've lost it. We're not playing together. We're not executing. And meanwhile, executing is exactly what the team from Spain is doing. Hereda and Pablo Burgos showing flashes of the brilliance that has allowed them to become an elite team in the Basketball Champions League, winning the last 2 titles. Okay, they've had some struggles this season, but they're just searching to get back to where they've been, and we're just starting to feel like maybe, in this game anyway, they're starting to see that Hereda and Pablo Burgos, the special edition. Now, Cam Clark left open in the corner, misses on the back of the iron. Benite rebounds the miss, pushes it quickly, hands it off to McGee. Benite, he's open, a meter behind the arc. A little bit long, goes back, good rebound, Kravic. Renfro. Kravic again to Benite, he's open, he takes it, he makes it! Vitor Benite ties the game! His first three-pointer of the game, Vitor Benite and Hereda and Pablo Burgos have had an almighty struggle here in the first half, but here they are, knotted at 31. Now Pressey takes the shot and he hits it. A potential 4-point play coming from Pressey. Boy, he has been good tonight, hasn't he? Phil Pressey. And bad job by Renfro. He cannot run into the shooter. Pressey's defense so often the difference between wins and losses, but tonight he's providing points. He doesn't convert the 4-point play. Bremo from the right. Not sure that was the shot they were looking for. And here comes EWE Baskets. Paulding giving away a little bit of size, but, Benite giving away a little bit of size to Paulding. But Burgos had a foul to give, so he went ahead and committed it. Now with 1:47 remaining, here's Paulding, and he gets it to Pressey. And now the dump and the slam by Norris Agbakoko. Well, how big was the shot by Pressey? Absorbing the contact while making the three-pointer. On the previous possession, he didn't get the 4-point play. But Burgos were right there on the verge of taking the lead. Now they trail by 5, and they've called timeouts. Let's listen in.
7 minutes. Okay, the key is keep playing defense. The same way that we are doing. Okay. Whole side. Play whole side to your left hand and attack this guy. But listen, don't play so close to the middle. To the side.
I'll catch you close.
To the sideline. Play more or less in 45. Okay, because here you have more space to attack. The roll is working here, and if you cannot punish this, you can punish to the 45. Okay? Let's go, guys. Let's go. Hey, doesn't matter if it's man to man or this one. Let's go, guys.
final minute and a half being played here. Pablo Burgos, they knotted it at 31, but the last 5 points have been scored by the team in yellow. So the foul called, and EWE Baskets have another foul to give if they want. Well, I thought Pablo traveled, and indeed he did, so that turns it right back over to the home team with 1:10 remaining. Diaz. Now the dump down low, and it's out of reach for Agbakoko. So right idea, they just did not execute. Renfro. Final minute of the first half. Holding, gambling. Almost getting the steal. Now the ball turned over. The pass goes into the hands. Pressey pulls up for three. Oh boy, that was huge. And the 8-point lead for EWE Baskets, and Pressey has been terrific. Absolutely terrific. And the foul out of the perimeter. The fourth team foul on EWE Baskets, and this Burgos team, Renfro, I'm not sure, was he throwing that to Gamble? Is that a case of Gamble hasn't been with the team long enough to where they're just not in sync? Gamble. Just about a 5-second differential in the game clock and the shot clock. Benite would like to take it down as long, as deep as they could, and now the foul is going to allow them to do that. Oh no, they've turned it over yet again. So now it's going to be EWE Baskets that have the last possession. So the Bremo was out of bounds. Pjanic is going to inbound the bat. No, he's going to check into the game, rather. Here comes Pressey. He's the man of the moment. Oh, he doesn't hesitate. He puts it up from a long way out. And Pjanic rebounds it and misses. So that is how the first half finishes. 39-31. EWE Baskets on top of Hereda, San Pablo Burgos. 39-31, EWE Baskets go to halftime on top of the two-time defending champions, Hereda, San Pablo Burgos. Well, better shooting inside the arc. Each team with 5 threes, and very similar, although 4 more steals for EWE Baskets. Pressey has been an X factor, so to speak. He's got the 11 points. Benite and Diaz 7 and 6 points respectively. Paulding also the evergreen Paulding with 8 points. Clark has 6. Well, here is some top plays from the first half. And it really has been a case of some brilliant play from EWE Basket's Oldenburg. Burgos made a nice run to tie it up 31, but a huge play in the game. And write this down if you're writing a report on this game. Phil Pressey had the ball right behind the arc, decided to go for a three-pointer, and as he went up and released it, he was bumped into by Renfro. He made the shot, and that gave EWE Baskets a 3-point lead. He missed the free throw, but right after that, another basket was scored. So that was the play right there, and it really swung the momentum in the favor of EWE Basket's Oldenburg. You know, when you want to guard the three-point shooter, you want to make your presence known, but more and more you see that it's a dangerous, or it's kind of a perilous situation for the defender, because you want to get a hand up, but you don't want to make any contact. And it's just more and more that the shooters are so good in Europe. And Pressey making that three. And then you add to the fact that he thrives in the open floor and is able to hit another three-pointer. And it's all EWE Baskets. So for Hereda and Pablo Burgos, Vitor Benite, no surprise, perhaps. So you might expect him to have like twice as many points, maybe 3 times as many as how he did over the years. But nevertheless, he's got 7 points, and that is the leading scorer for this Hereda and Pablo Burgos team. The Brazil international will figure prominently in the second half, no doubt, as will this man, Tyrus McGee. Again, they've got experience in this team. Benite is one of them. Kravic, Renfro, you know, a lot of experience from the team that has won the last couple. Goes to his right. Now he gets it to Paco. Oh, and he gets another one. And he's fouled. Oh, and now he's doing a little jig. Number 21. Simmons looking to add to the lead. He gets it down low. And oh, Kaiser Gate says, not in my house.
Simon now looking to isolate. Bit of contact. That is impossible. Oh, beat the Shen. How do you do that? That is unbelievable. He's not even looking at the basket when he takes that shot.
Down to 15, 14, 13. The man who won the game last time to tie it up. What a block! Brilliant block that was by Jones. Rejected. Well, what's happened outside of that?
There's a crossover in the lane. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I thought he was going to put him on a poster, but he gets denied at the summit. Well, look at this. Simon with the rejection. It says not in your house. Well, no, in tu casa. Justin Simon denied. You have access, not granted. Possibly the block of the year here in the Basketball Champions League.
Okay, well, this is 39-31, the lead for EWE Basket's Oldenburg at halftime over Hereda San Pablo Burgos in the Basketball Champions League. Hereda San Pablo Burgos winning the first game and improving to 2-1 with that. But at the end of the day, this EWE Basket's team, which is coming off a big win over the weekend in Germany over Borussia Bamberg, they are 1-2. So just a game behind, and EWE Basket's looking to make some headlines perhaps in the Basketball Champions League this season. You feel the struggle right now for Hereda San Pablo Burgos. Can they put another strong performance together in the second half? They're coming off a tough defeat over the weekend, playing at Unicaja Malaga. They've had a coaching change with Zan Tabak leaving, And right now it's Felix Alonso that's calling the shots here. The assistant coach being promoted. Also Fran Hernandez, a more prominent role perhaps as one of the other assistants. And EWE Baskets, Mladen Drincic trying to take advantage. Of course, his team, 2 and 6 in Germany, but maybe that record is not as bad as it looks, considering the fact that they lost 3 games by a total of 5 points. They had a couple of 2-point defeats, and they had a 1-point defeat. So their record could very easily be better than it is right now, and they are trying to seize the opportunity. Phil Pressey has been terrific, leading EWE Baskets in scoring, and going up against Hereda Pablo Burgos, the 2-time defending champions. Maybe their psyche isn't where it needs to be right now, and this is the opportunity. You want to take advantage. You want to jump on top of these guys and put them away. If you don't put away a team like EWE Baskets, while you have the chance, you could end up regretting it. So EWE Baskets leading 39-31 at halftime over the 2-time defending champions Hereda Pablo Burgos here in Oldenburg. Lots of experience, lots of championship experience in that Hereda Pablo Burgos team that we keep talking about. But at the end of the day, they've got to use that experience, and it is a team in a little bit of flux right now, and difficult moment. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. As Felix Alonso calls the shots from the sidelines. Hey, Alexander Glizic, look at that. Serbian referee. Always jumping in front of the camera is Glizic. We like all those guys. I'll tell you what, the referees, and I know this for a fact, are graded on a game-by-game basis. They have their work analyzed to a T, and all in the attempt to make the refereeing better, whether it's in the Basketball Champions League, whether it's in national team competitions. They do incredible work with the refereeing. Does basketball's world governing bodies, FIBA. Well, second half action underway here. EWE Baskets leading it 39-31 over Burgos, and EWE Baskets with the opening possession. Paulding takes it down low, misses, and the ball ends up with Nikolic, and he is fouled. And Pressey just content to break up play here. So Pressey picks up his first foul. And the pass down low to Gamble, and Gamble puts it up and in. Julian Gamble. Gamble gambling a little bit out on the perimeter. Gets back. The three-pointer is not there for Sebastian Hereda, but the long rebound goes to EWE Baskets. But then getting on the ground for the basketball was Vitor Benite, and the basketball goes back over to the team from Spain. Excellent hustle from both teams. Look at him. The bottom line is, if the ball is on the hardwood, you need to be diving after it. So Nikolic again crosses midcourt. Gets it over to Diaz. Tyrus McGee. He can go off at any time. He hits the little runner. So the lead cut to just 4 points now. And Clark comes up to help out, gives it back to Pressey, who calls the play. Cam Clark again with a little high screen. Now Paulding has it on the wing, guarded by McGee. Goes right past McGee and doesn't get the drop, but the ball falls to Clark. Well, wasn't sure about the defense there offered by Tyrus McGee. He went out to guard the 39-year-old Paulding, and he blew right past him. This time the foul, Sebastian Hereda. Cam Clark is pretty much automatic close to the basket, and it seems like Julian Gamble has decided to take matters into his own hands. He scores again. Pressey, oh, it went up to shoot it. He was able to pass it to Odiasi, who turns a little jump hook, and it falls. Soft touch from Odiasi. Nikolic gets it back to Tyrus McGee. McGee a little shaken, a little bacon, puts it up and in. Oh, Tyrus McGee feeling his way in there for the layup. But again, Burgos, they've got to lock down on defense, and that's just a, well, not sure that was a good foul by Nikolic, chasing from behind. Look at McGee. A little hesitation. And that was a big-time move from Odiasi. Burgos with 8 more points coming from the bench tonight. Pressey not there this time, and Gamble rebounds the miss. Whew. Good hands from Ricky Paulding. McGee for 3! Tyrus McGee! And it's a 1-point game. Big moment here. Bräunig back in the game. He's got the basketball. He gets it over to Pressey. You see McGee with 12 points. Hereda goes to his right. Tries to feed it down low. Odiasi keeps it alive, gets it back. Oh boy, you gotta love the effort from Odiasi. Big bad number 21 going to work. And again to Gamble. Oh, Gamble didn't take it strong, but he gets it back. A little bit frustrated, Gamble knows he probably should have taken it a little bit stronger to the basket. Look at Odiasi. You just don't give up. You go for it every single time. You stay with it. The dump, and this is much better. Diaz catches the inbounds pass, and now he's got a chance for a three-point play to tie it. Big mistake for EWE Baskets to give away the inbounds pass for the layup. And Drincic knows it. So Diaz makes a big play. Burgos make a big play, and they have tied it up at 45. Odiasi going to work on Gamble. Gamble reaching around, flirting with a foul. Odiasi stays with it, and Gamble gets the block, but he commits the foul. So Odiasi, again, just a dominating force for EWE Baskets in their weekend win over Borussia Bamberg at the line. And sinks the first. And you can see Max Heidegger not playing tonight, sitting there on the bench cheering on his team. And I have to say, it is a rather unusual free throw release there by Odiasi. But he made one of two. And the good shot down low, and Hereda Pablo Burgos with Diaz scoring the team's last 5 points, have taken the lead, forcing the timeout by the German team. Well, Hereda Pablo Burgos had to come out strong here in the second half, and they have. They have outscored the home team 16-7 in this third quarter. Let's go down to listen to Coach Drincic.
And then they make the score that close. Yeah. Hey guys,
Defense, man.
we take every fake, every tactic fake, we take and it is go. Cannot be.
Stop, man.
Offensively, we have to stop center screen. We cannot move the ball. After he moved, after head. Second. Come on, head.
Let's go. Pick it up.
Let's go. Go you on the Maggie. Okay, you go on the Nichols. Go.
Let's go.
2, 3.
That was the basket from Danny Diaz that put Burgos in front. You can see during the timeout, we haven't seen Mihail Mihailik play, the Poland international sharpshooter for Oldenburg. I'm sure that Drincic has his reasons for that, but that is certainly a weapon that can come into play at some point. Nikolic whistled for the personal. Third team foul on Burgos here in this third quarter. Both teams now with 3 team fouls. And the body language and the psyche and Nikolic has been good. He goes out of the game. Nikolic has 4 assists to go with his 3 points tonight. And Javi Rabaseda comes out, commits the foul. That's now team foul number 4. You can see Burgos desperate to get their defense. Really going to try to take this game over. But any more fouls is going to put EWE Baskets on the line. Odiasi feels his way in and makes the shot. He will go to the line for a 3-point play. Wonderful pass by Pressy and great finish by Odiasi. And instead of going for the dunk with Gamble right beside him, he went for the layup. And great job, and the ball's going to stay at this end. So Burgos not able to rebound the miss. Odiasi becoming a factor as we thought he would He's got 10 points and 4 rebounds. 3-point shot from Pressey, not there. Renfro. Burgos now down by 1. What a classic game, folks. 3-point shot from Diaz. Why not? He's feeling it. Great defense, though. Coming up with a steal, Pjanic, number 35. Pressey, his pass, trying to get it to Odiasi, and Burgos were waiting for it. Gamble has been terrific in this third quarter. Look at him. He knows it. He's starting to feel it now. He's fighting his way into this team, understanding a little bit more. Maxime Salash comes into the game, the Belarus international. Also, Bennett Hunt is in, who caused a lot of problems when he entered the game in the first half. What a contest. I said it earlier, feels kind of like the game of the week, even though it's on a Wednesday night. Salash, oh, he finds Gamble down low! Throws it down with 2 hands. Well, great spot. What is happening defensively for EWE Baskets to give that away? Now Hunt. Breunig. The foul trouble took him out of the game early. Now Bennett Hunt falls down after being tripped, so he will get free throws. Look at that. Odiasi came out to help out, but why? What was Odiasi doing? He left his man wide open. Nevertheless, Bennett Hunt with a chance to put EWE Baskets back in front. And he misses the first. Well, free throws becoming a problem for EWE Baskets. They have missed quite a few tonight. Bennett Hunt makes the second. We're all squared, folks. 49-49. I think the previous tie was 31-31. That was before Pressey hit that big 3-pointer. And now a hold call down low on Alan Pjanic, number 35. And Dan Kravic comes into the game. Just 2 points and 3 rebounds. Played 14.5 minutes coming in before this reintroduction. McGee. Over to Renfro to Kravic. Oh, was that a shot or a pass, Kravic? Odiasi, or Cam Clark, rebound the miss, got it to Bennett Hunt. Hunt to the corner, and 3-point shot, not there, but the follow is good from Breunig. McGee dribbling between his legs. Renfro from deep. Oh, that was big time. Renfro picks his moments, and that was a good moment for him to attempt a 3-pointer. Wow. Now Hunt. Breunig. Now Renfro again. Oh, gets his way in, trying to hand it off. Great defense by EWE Baskets. Now goes the other way. Breunig! Rim rocking thunders. Dunk from Breunig. And EWE Baskets back on top. I think that was Alex Renfro a little bit guilty of trying to go a little bit too fast. McGee for three. Not this time. DF tries to rebound it, and Cam Clark gets it for EV Baskets. Bennett Hunt now pulling into the paint, missing, but getting it back was Pjanic. Here comes Paulding. Oh, he misses the dunk. He tried to throw it down. What a chaotic sequence. Maxime Salash. McGee feels the double team. What does he do? He gets it over to Salash. Salash spins, tries to go old school, but Campbell Clark does a good job defensively. Clark, that's his distance. A little bit too long. Rebound Hunt. They keep it at this end. A minute remaining, third quarter. EV Baskets, it feels like they've got the momentum back. Hunt from deep, a little bit long. Now Renfro. Oh, they find Salash. Oh, he loses control. Was he trying to behind the back pass or what? Quickly to Broynick. Oh boy, what a big sequence. A 4-point swing. And EV Baskets go back up by 3 points. Burgos called timeout.
Calm down, fellas.
Hey guys, listen. How is the score? 3 puntos abajo. ¿Cómo se el marcador?
4 puntos abajo. 56-52.
Hey, listen, guys. We are going right now after this bucket. 4 points down. Hey, it's about the crowd. It's not about the score. It's not about redeeming at the game. It's not about the pace of the game. Okay? 8 offensive rebound in this quarter. After good defense, offensive rebound. And offensively, guys, don't rush. Keep patience. Keep playing. Tamar, T, shake up with Alex. Okay? Keep playing focus. Dani, métete aquí en la ayuda. Viene como un puto tren. Es falta en ataque. Guys, long rebounds. Boxing out. Okay? Hey. Alex. What do you want? What do you want? Come up. Okay, let's go. Doesn't matter. It's his man to man. Okay, let's go.
Well, Felix Perez said it. He talked about the rebounding. The most important observation that he made was, hey, we're in a rush. Why are we in a rush? There were a couple of chances there with Renfro and then Salash where they just got into a rush and they turned it around, and now EV Baskets have gone down and punished them for it. Great response, and especially with Broynick on the break to take it back to a 3-point lead. Benite, oh boy, how cool, calm, and collected is that man right there? He ties it up. Now, EV Baskets. They want to get the basketball to the guard. Hereda puts it up from inside the arc, well short. They didn't get the shot they wanted. Well, I guess it was better than nothing, and we are tied. And there is no substitute for experience, for confidence, and that's what Vitor Benite has. He ties it up 55-55 between EV Baskets Oldenburg and Hereda San Pablo Burgos. 10 minutes remaining. Well, 3 more threes now for Burgos, and a lot of missed free throws for EV Baskets, and you wonder if that's going to end up haunting the home team tonight. Great crowd, though, with EV Baskets. Well, Burgos came out and outscored EV Baskets Oldenburg 24-16 in the third quarter to tie this thing up at the end of 3. And as we look at some of the numbers, course, that big three by Benite, he's now 2 of 4 from deep. He's got 10 points, 11 points for Danny Diaz, who was also big in the third quarter. 12 points for Tyrus McGee, leads all scores for the visitors. And Julian Gamble also was big. He had 10 points, 4 rebounds. For EWE Basket's Oldenburg, Phil Pressey still with 11 points. That's what he had at halftime. 10 points for Ty Odiasi. We saw some good things from him. Ricky Paulding, 8 points, and also Cam Clark, 8 points. Martin Broynick with 8 points. Still have not seen, interestingly, Mihailik, the Poland international, number 20 for EWE Basket's Oldenburg. And you can only imagine that Berencic might bring him off the bench in this fourth quarter. Fourth quarter action underway. Burgos starting with possession. Renfro. Now down to Kravic. Kravic! Oh, he gets it! He's had a tough game, but he makes a very big shot, and he's going to the line for a three-point play. Experience, folks, experience. And look at, that lady says it all with that look from the stands. And Burgos with the Dan Kravic three-point play, taking a three-point lead. Now Bennett Hunt and EWE Baskets need to get a good shot here. Paulding. Over to Hereda. Hereda spins. Gets it down low. Good look. And gets it to Bryant. Oh, goodness gracious me. Martin Broynick taking over. Just get him the rock, folks. Quick turn, and oh, what a shot from Danny Diaz. He has been terrific. Shaky first quarter, excellent in the second half. Danny Diaz now 13 points. Bennett Hunt gets to the baseline, passes it back to the corner. Hereda gets it back to Bennett Hunt. And here comes Burgos up by 3 points, and suddenly a chance for the team from Spain. Salas gets in the paint, turns, puts it up, doesn't drop. Great battle for the rebound. Hereda comes up with it over to Bennett Hunt, the German international. Spins, gets away from the, oh, what a bounce pass. Well, they almost turned it over. They still keep possession. Broynick has it. Surely Broynick's got to go down low where he can really go to work. Now on the baseline, Cam Clark! What a shot! What a play! I mean, he is automatic from about 3 meters out every time. Look at this. How many times?
Now, be more aggressive, defensively and offensively. Okay? Let's go. Let's go. Give out.
Let's go. Come on, man.
6 minutes. Reset. Fight. Okay? Let's go. Be aggressive. Want you know that we have help side. No. I'm offensively. Stay in the structure. Play the handoff with them. And we go. Next man to Seba. And we go.
Come on, man.
Second. I'm a first again. Let's go. Let's go. Head up. Let's go.
Yeah. So Burgos leading at 68-61 with EWE Baskets trying to battle back here over the final 5:51 remaining. And the second shot is good as well, so new hope for EWE Baskets. Nikolic brings it across midcourt. Benite has it, gets it into the paint, and it goes off of Diaz's hands and out of bounds. And there's EWE Baskets answering and driving in Pressey adding his tally. It is a 4-point game again, 5:23 remaining. And Felix Alonso calling timeout.
First thing, everybody in the fucking rebound. Everybody in the fucking rebound. Listen, when we play them up, hey, looking for this pass or looking for this pass wing to look for high-low from here. This is working every time. Make them screens count. But listen, this guy on the corner, be patient. Víctor, porque si sales muy pronto, al final ocurre que estás jugando el bloqueo muy directo, muy central. Vale, vale, o escucha, puedes meter, Víctor, puedes quedarte tú aquí, meter el bloqueo a Dani y subir.
Wait for the ball, Dani, I'm going to screen, Dani's going to go, and then I'll be there.
¿De acuerdo? Vale, venga, vamos.
So Nicholas brings it up the court. Burgos, it's hard to tell from the momentum standpoint who's got it right now. This is a big possession. Burgos. Benite has it in his hand. Shot clock down to 6. Here's Kravic. Benite, a full meter behind the arc. Oh, you just cannot replace the excellence of that man right there. Ice running in his veins. Unbelievable. 71-64 now. Burgos on top. Benite goes up to 16 points. Odiasi turns the little jump hook. Well, wasn't a bad shot, but no yellow shirts there for the rebound. Nikolic and Burgos not in any rush. Huge game for Burgos, a team in a little bit of a crisis with the change in coaching. Needing to get a win on the road. Benite again, he just feels it, but misses. Even so, a foul has been called, and it will stay at this end. Time and time again in the Basketball Champions League, Vitor Benite has hit big shots. And EWE Baskets, they had so many opportunities really to go up bigger than they are. And here they are. Burgos with the reverse layup by Rabaseda, and stretching the lead to 9 points. An offensive foul called on Cam Clark. Boy, that was a tough basket to give away. And EWE Baskets just falling asleep a couple of times tonight on those inbounds plays. Benite. Quick pass, Gamble left open, they recover, he turns it over. EWE Baskets fortunate to come up with the basketball. Almost at that time where you say the clock is the enemy with 3:45 remaining. They need points and they need stops at the other end. Pressey, again, the shot clock winding down. Pressey spins and fouled right at the end by Rabaseda. Well, with 3:34 remaining, Pressey and EWE Basket still in it, but boy, that is a painful miss for EWE Basket fans. And just feeling this wonderful crowd, just all of the energy has been sapped out of it by what's happened here, especially in this fourth quarter. Danny Diaz has been huge tonight for Burgos. Nicholas gets the ball inbounds to Diaz. Gets it back, brings it across midcourt. What about Pjanic? Now to McGee. And the ball batted into the backcourt. Nicholas gets it. We got 8 seconds on the shot clock. EWE Baskets, they try to guard Diaz. Oh, that is a dagger! Probably the best game Diaz has ever played in the Basketball Champions League. Sensational. Quick turn, Odiasi. You gotta like what he's done. Diaz with 19 points tonight. Could be a defining moment of the season for this Burgos team. They were out of sync, really up against it, but they stuck to their guns. They seem to be finding themselves here in Oldenburg. Gamble. Well, Pressey has it. EWE Baskets still with a chance. Pressey off the front of the iron, and Benite rebounds to miss. Here comes Benite again, gets it down low, and Gamble throws it down. How many times has Gamble been left wide open? Two minutes remaining. Definitely the clock is the enemy, and another steal. Gamble goes in, puts it up and in. A dividend paid with Gamble's siding. And Burgos, who have been up against it tonight, make no mistake about it, have really dug in and mentally have held it together.
Hey, everybody down here! Let's go! Hey, everybody down here! Fight to the end, man!
Let's listen to Coach Drinic. Look at that, 25-12 in the fourth quarter. Burgos outscoring EWE Baskets.
What is this? Bullshit, man! Cannot be pick and roll that we don't know what we do. Cannot be the Steelers this ball. And nobody run back. All together. Let's go. Take the ball here. Okay. Play. That's fine. Okay. Now shot. Go. And go in the run. Let's go. Go. Get it. Come on, 2 minutes. 2 G's.
Well, great crowd tonight in Oldenburg. From Benite especially, from Danny Diaz especially. And Benite 16 points, Diaz 19, Gamble now with 14 points. Tyrus McGee still has the 12 points. Well, the time is now for EWE Baskets. They have got to get it going. And the foul called. Just imagine if Burgos win this game tonight, they go to 3-1. They win they win both games against EWE Baskets. So they know they're moving on at least into the qualifications for the round of 16. Still have some work to do to win the group and to go straight to the round of 16. Well, the free throws cut it back to an 11-point deficit. Benite. Again, the clock is the enemy for EWE Baskets. Guarding McGee. Burgos more than happy to take time off the clock. Here's McGee on the deck, and his pass intercepted. Nevertheless, they took time off the clock. Now, here comes EWE Baskets. They need a quick shot. They get it down low, and flying in and fouled is Martin Brojnik. So Brojnik probably believes he should have done better here to make the shot and have a chance for a three-point play. Did get hit on the side of the face, and we'll have to settle for a couple of free throws. But the good thing is he goes to the line and the clock has stopped. Brojnik has 10 points tonight and makes the first. It's not been a brilliant night at the free throw line. 14 of 21. So now 15 of 22 for this for the EWE Baskets. Now another miss, but they get the rebound. Clark and his pass batted away by Gamble, who once again chases it down, puts it up, and earns a trip to the line. 14 turnovers on EWE Baskets. It's a difficult spot, but great anticipation by Gamble. So Gamble takes his time. Hey, listen, the season hasn't started the way that he wanted to. With Tenerife, but here he is at Burgos, the two-time defending champions. He misses the first free throw. Burgos, you talk about free throws. That's their first miss of the night. They're now 8 of 9. And the second one is good, so at least he makes 1 of 2, and it goes to an 11-point lead. But with 1:06 remaining, desperation time for EWE Baskets. If you're Burgos, you don't want to foul the three-point shooter. And if you're EWE Baskets, you want to get the quickest shot possible, whether it's a 3 or a 2. Well, that's almost automatic right there. He knocks it in, and Cam Clark is so good from that distance. He has been all night, and cuts it back to a 9-point deficit now, 54.9 seconds remaining. Again, Burgos more than happy to take time off the clock. EWE Baskets, they'd like to get a steal if they can, force a turnover. Now driving in and fouled was Danny Diaz. Well, they led by 8 points at halftime, EWE Baskets, and just were not able to press on the advantage in that third quarter. Burgos, there was a struggle, but they stuck with it. Huge fourth quarter performance for them, or second half performance, in fact. And Diaz, who makes the first, he's got 20 points. He's hit 4 of 7 from three-point range tonight. He's got 5 rebounds. He has turned it over 4 times. He makes both free throws. Hunt. Pjanic. The long rebound. Bennett Hunt. High off the glass there for the follow. Brojnik, Gamble, and Burgos not able to rebound it. Brojnik with the final seconds ticking off the clock. Brojnik gets it out to Hunt for 3. It's short. Danny Diaz and Burgos are going to get a very important win with the alley-oop, finishing things off by Gamble. 85-72. And all you can say is this Burgos team, well, they were up against it tonight. It really felt like they were on the back foot, but they have risen and won it 85-72 over EWE Baskets. Well, it's still relatively early in the season for these teams, and for all teams, in fact. Both these teams having their struggles, both domestically I guess Burgos have fared better in the Basketball Champions League. They have now won their 3rd game in 4 attempts this season. They're in first place in the group and feeling much better about themselves after tonight's win. You can see the numbers and let you digest those. Look at that, 9 more assists. EWE Baskets did have 8 more steals. Just a kind of a strange game, but Burgos really did do well in that second half. Diaz with 21, 17 for Gamble. Benite, who hit some huge shots, with 16 points. I think Diaz and Benite really hit the big shots tonight. Alexei Nikolic, more than happy to go and say hello to the fans that came out to support Burgos tonight, or perhaps fans that he knows from the past. There's this Burgos team, remember, 3-7 in Spain. Santabak, the coach, has parted ways with the club, so now they're in a little bit of a flux. And how do they move forward? Well, the best thing you can do is come out and win on the road. Mladen Drincic is going to sit back and try to analyze where it all went wrong tonight. So Brojnik, this was a big play for him, and you really felt like when that dunk went down that they had a little bit of momentum. Things are perhaps going to be okay for them, but Burgos were really relentless in this second half. Camp Clark coming out from that distance all night was just money in the bank, but Diaz again was just terrific, really, in the second half especially. Benite as well, you know, eventually that he is going to come out and make big plays, make big shots, and he did in the big moments of the game. I'm not sure that Pressey could have done much more tonight than what he did, offensively, defensively, to help EWE Baskets. He finished with 14 points, 6 assists, 4 steals. He did have 5 turnovers, but you're talking about a lot of experience, and a lot of the experience did show tonight for Burgos in the tough moments. So Burgos will try to, well, go on and win the game and try to win the group, rather, to get to the round of 16. And EWE Baskets now have a real battle on their hands as they try to at least get into second or third spot so they can have a chance to play for a spot in the round of 16. And Gamble, perhaps, is going to be a very important player for this team moving forward, judging from his performance in the second quarter. He was after it defensively and hustling, and that's what you want to see if you're the coach over there, Felix Alonso for Burgos. So all is not lost for EWE Baskets, but they got to bounce back. That was the last points for Gamble and for Burgos, who win it 85-72. So Burgos up at the top, 3-1. Ritas Vilnius now 2-2, having gotten the win over Besiktas tonight, who are also 2-2, and EWE Baskets are 1-3. So another night in the Basketball Champions League, another really, really good basketball game. Hereda San Pablo Burgos, the 2-time defending champions, they've been up against it in recent days, but they come out and really dig in and get a big win tonight on the road at EWE Baskets Oldenburg. They prevail 85-72. So thanks for everybody watching, and look forward to having you back. 85-72, Hereda and Pablo Burgos win it over EWE Basket's Oldenburg.